Get ready, get ready. It's weekly wisdom time. Thank you for joining Manifest on Purpose show. I'm Kimbaley. I am the host and I'm here to elevate your mindset. Today, though, it's weekly wisdom time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for taking your time and energy. You could be anywhere you want to be in the world today, but you chose to be right here with me. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. Thank you so much for those who you've invited to join the party. And thank you for subscribing here and on the website at Kimbaley.com. That's Kimbaley. And just in case you don't know how I feel about you, or in case you haven't heard it today, the God in me loves the God in you. We're going to jump into the wisdom for the week, and I'm going to tell you about some new things that are popping. But before we get into that, let's hear it for our Astro-Numerology Forecast for today. Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn has been so gracious to bring this to us. It is Sunday, November the 10th. The sun is in Scorpio, moon is in Pisces. It's a 1 universal month, a 3 universal week, and 11 universal day. Whatever your dreams, goals, or objectives are today is best done and achieved with a sense of vision of a higher purpose, to not let the little things and annoyances stand in the way of your mission of decisions. Because if you hesitate for even one moment, you may miss out on a chance to take your life and affairs to a whole nother level. Remember, this will be the only chance to do so on this particular month, date, and year forever. Just that simple, Leo, Aquarius, Cancer, and those born on the 2nd, 7th, 11th, 16th, 20th, 25th, 29th of the month, without question, need to be on their A game. Wow, you heard that, right? Oh, that, that right there was deep, deep. Thank you for that, Lloyd. You can get your forecast every day at a star 8astar the number 8.com. You can go to Google Play and the App Store and Linktree /numbers and you, where you can gain access to his other products and services. 2025, the year of the 9, is almost here. Are you prepared? Are you ready? The 2025 Astro-Numerology Forecast for the year is your guiding light and your roadmap for 2025, the year of the 9, which will be full of transformations. Make sure you go to Kimbaley.com to get that report. You can also get your personal reports, and you can book a consultation with myself, Kimbaley. And all of this is at Kimbaley.com, Kimbaley.com. Imagine this: Wednesday, January the 1st, 2025. You, a group of like minded individuals, and myself coming together for one powerful purpose. I'm talking about manifesting 2025 on purpose. Make sure you be there. You will learn about the power of visualization. You will learn visualization tips and techniques, including how to create the vision board. And not only that, you're going to create your very own board, and you're going to share your experience so that we can speak it into existence. And we will conclude with a guided visualization to help you plant the seeds of 2025. Make sure you meet me there. Just click on the QR code in the bottom of the flyer, or you can go to Kimbaley.com. Okay, it's time for the fun stuff. Now we're going to get into this weekly wisdom, but first I want to tell you what the weekly wisdom is. The weekly wisdom is where we find out what the energy is that we can expect to carry us out throughout the week. And we do that through using oracle cards. And I also use the numerology on the cards. And I started something new with using the birthday number to give each birthday number 1 to 9 a special card that they can expect for the week. So we're going to do that. And today, because of one of the comments I received, I will also now include the zodiac sign. So I will call out your birthday number and then a zodiac sign. And then we'll take all of this information and interpret it intuitively so you will have a focus for the week. So, shall we get started? And while I'm starting up here, I also want to let you know, in case you have not seen it yet, I have started having Abundant Thursdays. Okay, I did the first one on Thursday. It was an idea, and I tried it the same way. I used an oracle deck to get an abundance reading, and I did it for the numbers 1 through 9 also. And I'm hearing downloads this time, and what I'm hearing now is, yeah, the abundance readings are good, but Jeannie is telling me that this is an abundance portal. The reason why I chose Thursday in the first place to do these abundance readings is because of the fact that Thursday is Jupiter Day, and we all know that Jupiter represents luck, expansion, and so many other things. So that's why I chose Thursdays in particular to do that. But as I said, Jeannie is telling me this is not just a regular reading. Those Thursday readings are meant to be an abundance portal. And I'm just going to give you a heads up. When you watch that video, I want you to come prepared. I want you to come in with something that makes you, I want you to sit there and watch this with something that makes you feel abundant. Sit there and watch this with your intention list. It could reflect in the colors that you wear. It can reflect in many different things, but I want, during this abundance reading, to spread the feel of abundance. Okay, so I got all of my cards for the week. You know how I do. I'm flipping them over one at a time. This is the general reading. This is to tell us what to expect for the week. What do you love? Because this is the 23-5, it makes me think about the fact that 5 loves variation. 5 loves change. 5 loves to do things that are different. So a 5 is kind of like on from one thing to the next. And this right here, this card is telling you that this week you need to be focused. This is a week of focus. This is a week to focus on what do you love, which is setting your intention for that thing that is the priority of your life. I'm feeling the energy of someone is busy, like moving from place to place, doing different things, trying to figure out which one is the thing that they really want to do. And this energy is saying you need to figure out what you love the most to do, and you need to put the passion in that thing that you love to do. If you love to be at home with your family, that's where you need to put your passion at. That's where you need to focus your that's where you need to place your focus on. If it is your career, then that's where you need to place your focus on. This week, right here, focus on that thing that you love to do. And that's going to open up doors, is what I'm hearing. Wow. Oh, number 6. Somebody not listening to me, or either somebody didn't get enough, because this card says time for crayons. This means bring out your creativity. And this is the number 6 card. I'm feeling like somebody is doing something, but they really don't feel like it's enough. It's kind of like that, being perfect or trying to get it just right, or trying to get things the way that you think others would want them to be, or the way others would think is the best way to go. But this right here is saying you need to be creative in your approach, and you need to do the things that make you feel good inside. It goes back to that first card. What do you love? Now, 6 can be perfectionist. So you have to be careful with that. You have to know how far to go and when it's time to let it go. Let it mature to its full maturity stage. And then once it gets there, you let it go. So that's what this is telling you to do. Be creative. Don't be trying to do things because other people feel that it's the right thing for you to do. You have to stand up for yourself. This is an earth number. This is talking about being grounded. Be grounded and rooted in who you are. And then you can make the decision of which way or what thing to do. So you need to focus on that this week. Woo woo is wonderful. Woo woo is wonderful. This right here is saying stop downplaying yourself. Stop downplaying yourself. And it goes back to the card just before this. This is the number 1 card. It goes back to the one right before this card. And it's talking about being creative and doing the things that you love to do, but make sure that in doing this, that when you do what you love, you're really aligning with manifestation. That's what I'm hearing. And it's wonderful. It's no need for you to feel guilty because you're in alignment and other people are not. This card is the number 1, and the number 1 card represents a leader of some sorts. And the way that I see this and the type of leader I think the number 1 is the charismatic leader. A lot of people look at ones and think that they are egotistical. There are some egotistical ones, and that they're all for themselves. There are some number ones that feel like they're all for themselves, but that's to the negative. But what this card is really showing is that it's not that you're all for yourselves. Number 1s are not selfish, they're self-centered. And in order to be at the center of something, you have to have the awareness that there are people around you that you are doing this for. So the way that ones lead is in knowing that there's a team around them. And what this is saying, There's no need to try to dim your light because that team that's around you, they know you. And if you know, you know. So don't feel guilty about people pushing you up to be in leadership positions. And this could be in any way, this could be in your home, mind you. Don't feel guilty about that. They know that you are dependable, you're capable, willing, and able to do it. And that's why you are in the position that you're in. And that's why you're receiving these accolades and you're receiving these achievements. So make sure that you're not trying to feel guilty for yourself. Be grateful for everything that happens to you. And then we have number 13, 4 cards. And this card is telling you to call on your angels. And I'm feeling like there may be times that you may feel overwhelmed. There may be times when you feel like there's a bit much more going on than what you're willing to take. And what this is saying to you, don't be feeling bad about having to reach out for help, because we can't do this by ourselves. We are one. That's one of my that's what I believe in most. We are one and we're all connected. So if you have to reach out to someone else, you're just reaching out to another extension of yourself. And sometimes there's some people that need you to reach out. And sometimes you really need to reach out bad, because if you hold things in and don't let them go, you have the possibility to explode. And this 13-4 here is letting me know that it could go either way if you just hold this stuff in, because the planet Uranus is unexpected changes. You can go through a lot of changes just by holding things in. So make sure you're getting those things out and call on those people that you know you can depend on. Call on those ones that you know you are loyal. I'm not talking about that one that's talking about you behind your back every time you need them to help you. I'm talking about those loyal people, those ones that are close to you and willing to help you. So now I'm going to move on to the birthday numbers and zodiac signs. So we're going to start with the 1. If you're born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, the 28th of the month, or if you are an Aquarius, a Leo, or also Aries, this card is for you to focus on for the week. And if you find something that resonates, please let me know in the comments. If you enjoy the readings, let me know. And if you want to go a little deeper, you can get with me on Kimbaley.com. Okay, number 1, straighten on up for me. Okay. Let's let these number ones know what they can expect this week. Okay. Okay. The number 25 card. Number ones, this is saying you're taking stuff too daggone personal. It said it's not personal. A lot of times, and then see that number 1 is connected with the number 4 too. And this is a number 25 card. Both the numbers 4 and 7 are people that kind of tuck in. They're people that are more reserved. They don't want to be bothered from a whole lot of people. They don't like the noise, the drama, anything like that. And so what this right here is saying is sometimes someone may say something to you and you may be sensitive to what they're saying, when really they're just speaking who they are and how their nature dictates that they should speak. So it's not really what they're saying to you is how the message is conveyed to you. How do you receive the message? And this happens a lot, especially over text or emails, because you really can't read emotions over text and emails. That's why they created this thing called emojis, so you can add an emotion to your text. But still, in seeing those emojis, you really still don't know the energy unless you're just in tune with energy in that way. So, what this is saying is you've cut a whole lot of people off. Number one, you cut a whole lot of people off because of the fact that you may took something that they said personal, and they really did not mean it the way that you thought they meant that thing. And especially with a number four, because that one is connected to the four. These are interchangeable numbers. The four, once you ever cross them, oh, they don't ever forget. So a person could be holding on to something that they thought a person wrongfully said about them or to them, when in reality, that person wasn't even trying to or intending to say that thing the way that it came out. So we have to be careful to not take things personal. Stop cutting people off, because you're cutting off opportunities because you're taking things too personal. Sometimes people go through things. Sometimes people are not in their best moods or best behavior. Sometimes your interpretation is off, and you need to have understanding of that. So this week, number ones, Aquarius, Leo, and Aries, you need to focus on not taking things so personal. Look back over your life and see, is there anything that you have not forgiven somebody from that could have been seen in another way? You may have thought they were against you, but really they weren't. They were just trying to help you. Okay, this is for number twos. The number 2, 11, 20, the 29th of the month, and also born under the sign of Cancer. This is the number 50 card. Be generous. And in this energy, what I'm feeling here today is the number 2 is also one of those caring numbers. They should be a giving numbers. 2s a lot of times give more of themselves to other people. 2 is one of those numbers that have to be careful of illusions. They have to be careful of deceptions. But this card is also saying, don't forget to be generous. Don't forget to be generous in your compliments. Don't forget to be generous in your giving. Don't forget to, most importantly, be generous to yourself. Giving and receiving is a flow. You can't receive if you don't give, and you cannot give if you do not receive. So, number 2, if you're holding on tight to something, maybe it's your love. It's hard for you to fall in love with somebody. Maybe it's something that you're holding on to that you're not easily giving to other people. But this is saying, give of your love, give of your time, give of your energy. It's time for you to trust that everything is going to be okay. And what happens sometimes with the number 2, when I talk about deception, they can be deceived or they can be the deceiver. And sometimes if they were the ones that were deceived, the number 2 will find it hard to trust people. But this is saying, little by little, learn how to become generous. And this number 5 card here is letting me know that it's time for a change. It's time to spread yourself freely to others because your purpose, part of your purpose here is to be of service to others. So be generous with your time. Be generous with your energy. People need to feel that warm number two energy so much. So make sure that you're giving it to them. We're going to move on to number 3. Now, your birthday number is the number 3. If you're born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of the month, or if you come under the signs of Pisces and Sagittarius. What say you? Vibe check. And this is a number 3 card. Number 3, vibe check. Number 3. Because this is the number 3 card, and this card is talking about checking your vibration, and you are a number 3 or come under one of these signs. This is letting me know plain and clear you need to be optimistic. You are not built to go around this world angry. You are not built to go around this world in depression and hate. All of these low vibrational energies you need to step away from. One thing about Jupiter is the planet of optimism. So if you are number 3 and you love expression because you are a number 3, you need to be expressing optimism. Every time someone sees you, you're needing to be optimistic. I feel like number 3, that you all are a gift to the world that provides optimism through your expression. You give people hope. You give people belief. So you should always be vibrating on that frequency. If you find that you're not vibrating on that frequency, it's time to make some changes. It's time to do things to raise your vibration. It's time to get into your affirmation. It's time for you to check out your media and see what you are consuming. Because if you are a number 3, or fall under Pisces or Sagittarius, and you are not believing, because that's Jupiter, that the best things can happen for you and everybody else, you're going totally against your nature. This is the vibe check, number 3. And number 4, born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, and the 31st of the month. Also, if you are an Aquarius, a Leo, you're a number 4 person. This is the number 2 card. It's number 47. And it says, feed your spirit. I remember my mom used to say to me when we used to always ask for eat out food, this is when the Happy Meals were big, you follow me? And she always would say, yeah, maybe I will get you one, but maybe I'll get you one, but the food that you eat at home is always so much better. This is for you, number 4. You need to feed your spirit. You have this thirst and hunger for knowledge, and you need to get it from the sources that resonate with you. You need to get it from sources that you find that is in alignment with your purpose. This right here is a number 2 card. And this card, and specifically the master number 11 card. See, it's so nice that we have all of these books available to us. We can research things. We have the power of being online where we can go and we can Google things, but these things or the information that we're studying and that we're learning has not always been documented. So the question is, where is this knowledge and wisdom come from? This is what I'm hearing, number 4. You need to be paying attention to the insights that you are getting in. You need to be paying attention to the visions that you are getting in, because we're all connected. And I know that it seems like we're only physical bodies, but we're also connected via spirit, and our thoughts are out here in the universe. Carl Jung talks about the collective unconscious, where we can receive information from our ancestors that our ancestor from many, many years ago. So this energy is information. So if there's information coming in that you're hearing, feed your soul. Don't always feel like you need to rely on the tried and true. What is your spirit telling you? Does it seem real to you? Does it seem like something that you should apply to your life? Most of your answers are already within, and that is what you are told to do this week. Number 4, trust the information that flows into you from a reputable source. And the best reputable source to you is you. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, number 5. If you are born on the 5th, the 23rd, or the 14th of the month, or if you come on the sign of Gemini and Virgo, you are number 5. Okay. 31 and 4. It's telling you to pray. You need to be in prayer. And this right here, Jeannie is asking me to do it, so I got to do it. This prayer right here is what I want to say about prayer is there's a way that you can pray that really helps you align with manifestation. A lot of people go in and they say, I'm going to pray for this, or I want this, or I need this, or I need that. It's like a whole list of things that is needed, but that's it. But Wayne Dyer says that when you pray, you're talking to God, and that's the source or creator or whatever you feel like is the all in all in the universe. And when you have that conversation, just think about if you're walking down the street, right? And you meet someone new and you say, "Hi, my name is Kimbaley. I need this, I need that." What do you think that person is going to do? This person is probably going to turn around and walk in the other direction because they're like, "Oh, that person is needy." So when you pray in affirmative prayer. Just like how we talk about around here, be specific for one thing. And number 2, speak things as if they're already happening for you, or speak things as if it had already happened to you. Be in gratitude. Share your appreciation. Repeat these things. It should not be just a laundry list of I need. Actually go in with the conversation that matters. So this right here is telling you to pray. And the fact that this is number 31-4 card, this lets me think that it makes me think that maybe perhaps you may not be used to praying in this way, or you may not be a person that prays at all. But if you are a person that prays and you find that this technique is different for you, then try it like this. And if you say, I've never prayed before, just practice having a conversation with the God that is within you. Okay, number 5. Number 6, that's if you're born on the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th of the month. If you come under Taurus or Libra. Okay, 6, you got greedy. Fake it till you make it. This is the number 45-9 card. This is talking about manifestation right here. Fake it till you make it. This is saying, first of all, what I'm hearing, what I'm hearing is, stop telling everybody what you got and what you don't got. Okay, this right here is saying that no matter what situation that you're in, no matter what's going on, you rewrite that story for yourself, and that's the story that you stick to. So, what this message is really telling you is, even though things don't look or seem or feel the way that you want them to, it is time for you right now in this moment to use those creative skills for yourself and create that thing that you want and stick to your story. So this right here is very important, because like I said, the number 9 is talking about manifestation and things coming to you. So this right here is saying that whether it's here or not, you shouldn't be able to tell the difference, because true happiness is true happiness with or without. True joy is true joy with or without. So be happy, number 6. And number 7, that's if you're born on the 7th, the 25th, or the 16th of the month, or come under the sign of Cancer. Okay, 7. You got the number 3 card. And this is sound check. And it's funny how this thing plays out sometimes, because we talked about earlier about praying, and I said that Wayne Dyer says prayer is you talking to God, but he also says meditation is God talking to you. So this is right here is saying focus on your meditation. Pay attention to the things that you're listening to. Pay attention to vibration. Vibration is what I'm hearing. Vibration. In order to raise your mood, in order to lift your spirits, in order to raise those vibrations this week, do it by listening to music. Put on some of your favorite songs and just dance around and act crazy. And this is the number 3 card. So this right here is telling you also to watch out for those that are trying to take advantage of your kindness or trying to take advantage of your weakness, and to cancel that noise, put on your own noise, music, or listening to something on television that's kind of positive for you, listening to motivational speakers. You need to get as much into your mind that is positive this week. So stop focusing. So make sure that you're focusing on your intake, what goes in, and sound is a big part of that. So every time someone says something to you, you don't have to hear it. You can walk away. Protect what you hear. Protect the things that go into your subconscious mind, number 7. That's this week. Raise those vibrations by putting that music on and just dancing. That's one of the ways that I really raise my vibration. I have like this personal party, right? And I play my favorite music and it just lifts my spirit up so much. If you would walk in and see me, you probably say, oh, she's lost it. This is for number 8, born on the 8th, the 17th, and the 26th of the month. This is the number 51 card, number 86. Accept the gifts of the universe. Wow, number 8, number 8. Oh, and I love the way that it has the harvest up here. And that's what the number 8 is already. You see the cornucopia up there, and that's what the number 8, that's what the part of what the number 8 represents. So the cards are saying, okay, we're almost at the end of this 8 universal year, but we're not completely finished. You still got another month and a half to get it in. So this right here is saying that accept the gifts that are continuing to come in, and I'm hearing overflow. So it may not just be for the rest of this year, but this can very well go on to the next year. So make sure that you're able to receive. Make sure that you're not limited in your mindset so that you're blocking different opportunities from coming into you, number 8. Make sure that you get this harvest. And it can go both ways now, because you can reap a harvest that will benefit you, or you can reap that harvest that you had not hoped for. And that comes from, what kind of seeds did you plant? That's the important question to ask. Because if you planted seeds that benefit the collective, or seeds that are of benefit, then you will reap a harvest that will be beneficial. But if you planted those other kind of seeds, you may as well look out. And that's the one thing about the number 8. It comes back. Number 9, born on the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th. Oh, I forgot to mention for the number 8, also the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Number 9, born on the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th of any month. Also, if you're an Aries or Scorpio. Number 4 card. Take them back to the basics. They don't get you yet. Bring it back down to the basics. Bring it down to the most simplest level that you can bring it down to. And this is what, with everybody in your life, you know that you're on a whole nother level, but it's not necessary for everybody else to know that, because everybody else is not going to understand that. This is saying, take them back to the basics. Whenever you're describing something, describe it step by step. And that's just an example of how, I would say taking things back to the basics. I remember a time that when I built my very first website, and it was a Manifesto on Purpose website. This has been many years ago. And I gave the link to a lady that decided that she was going to check it out. And on the website, it had all of these, on the website, I had a lot of different manifestation, law of attraction terminology on it. And she contacted me and she said, I like the website. It looks nice, but I can't understand what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. And it made me think like, I need to break things down on a different level. So number 9, you're on that level where you pretty much know what you know. That's one thing they can't say about number 9. When they open their mouth about something, they know what they're talking about. But everybody may not understand where you're coming from. So you're going to have to take it down to the basic level of understanding because they have not arrived at where you are because you're very much ahead of them in this case. And now that we have the numbers 1 through 9, I'm going to read our affirmations for today. And if you've been watching, I just flip through the book and whatever affirmation comes out, that's what I pick. Sometimes you just have to turn the page to realize there's more to your book of a life than the page you're stuck on. Don't try to fix what's been broken in your past. Let your future create something better. Oh, this is deep. I got to read this again. Sometimes you just have to turn the page to realize there's more to your book of life than the page you're stuck on. Don't try to fix what's been broken in your past. Let your future create something better. If this is you and you feel like you're stuck on the same page of life, my instructions for you today is to turn the page. I love you to life. This is how we manifest on purpose.